Party hard and welcome to an all-new Marvel special, Adventures in Game Chasing, yarr! So this time I went to the second edition of the Rubik-Con, which is a convention in Drummondville, which has a lot of games and geek stuff, including anime, comic books, and again, video games. So let's check it out.
Hello everyone, it's me, the Bargain Pirate, and I forgot my hat at home. I sometimes take it off to wash my lovely coiffe, and I forgot it at home, so the really cool people at Griffe du Dragon Noir have been nice enough to lend me a hat for the duration of this particular place. So I'm gonna wear this as I walk around, and they're very, very nice. So I'll wear my regular hat when I come back to the gaming room, but right now I've got this lovely piece of leather, and look at the construction in this. This is actually better than my regular hat. I'll see how much money I have left after game chasing, and I might indulge. Ooh, some cool Batman people. That's always nice. Ooh, a new board game that looks pretty good. Say hi, board game people. Whoop, whoop.
Yes, it's us. It's us.
It's them.
Catch you later, brother. Catch you later.
Yarr! Look at all the kittens. Kittens. Let's keep walking. Hey, it's Dark Carnival Butler. What's up? Walking around downtown, looking fly. The 501st Legion. Action figures, but they're not video games. Hey, it's Mr. Jecto.
Hey, how's it going?
This looks interesting. It's a comic book called Frivolesque. And it's the creator of Frivolesque, Des. Look at him. Ha ha ha! Yarr! And once again, back to Griffe du Dragon Noir, the best leather making place in any convention you could go to in Quebec. So go see them. They make wonderful pirate hats. Yarr!
Ah, wasn't that fun? Let's see what I got. First up, I picked up something that I've wanted for a while because I know it's a bad game, but I wanted it in my collection regardless. Spider-Man 3, based on the excellent film Spider-Man 3 by Sam Raimi. You know the one. Anyways, this game has some of the most terrible animations. It's one of those games that came out exactly at the moment where you had QuickTime events, and if you fail them, which you do a lot, you just restart until you get it. But some of these animations are really hilarious. I didn't think it was possible, but LJN actually made a decent game, and that game is Maximum Carnage, which comes, of course, in the wonderful red shade that you see before you. This game is a beat-em-up where Spider-Man and Venom team up to defeat Carnage. There would be a sequel to this game later on called Separation Anxiety, but this one is, I think I prefer this one. And look, my copy even has a sticker from Blockbuster Video, so this is quite the nostalgic trip. Two more recent games I've got today were Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is the best version of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and it has more characters than the original version. However, you still need to buy the DLC characters separately, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. Money. This one is a hard find. It's really, really tough to get this one in stores and things because you'd usually either find the original or you wouldn't find this one. Also, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for some reason has been delisted for a little bit at least from the PlayStation networks and the Xbox Live Arcades of this world. But it's now back, so yeah, I think you can still buy this online right now. But for a while it was delisted and it wasn't easy to find in stores, so I looked for this one for a bit, but now I have it. The most recent game I've had in a while, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Now, this game has a bad reputation, and it's kind of a double-edged sword for me. On one side, I agree that some of the Disney Marvel decisions on the character rosters, like no Fantastic Four characters, no X-Men, to sort of like make Fox's value go down before they buy it, allegedly, kind of hurts the game. I mean, no Wolverine, no Magneto in Marvel vs. Capcom. However, the game itself is really good. The fighting is tight, the controls are responsive, everything is good. It's really kind of a mixed bag because, again, the gameplay is perfect, but the context and the meta context around it is just, it's kind of sucky. Especially considering some of the other games I'm going to talk to you about today.
Look at all these video games. Oh, it's my friend Mimi. Hi, Mimi.
Hi, guys.
So, Smikimimi, look, we're like in front of video games there. So So first of all, what game are you playing right now? What are you doing? What's your favorite game right now?
I'm trying to finish Skyward Sword because I never finished it at first, and now I'm like, okay, I'm a real Zelda fan. I need to finish it, so I'm playing that right now.
You're like the 5th Zelda fan in a row. I've had Ludic who talked about Zelda. I've had.
Doesn't it ring a bell? It's awesome. That's why.
Okay. And like we're gonna go look for games now. So what game would you like to get today? What are you looking for?
I haven't played in a long time Lost Vikings 2.
Ooh, Lost Vikings 2.
That's on the SNES.
Yeah, there's also a Genesis version, I think. And did you know Lost Vikings is actually by Blizzard?
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Before they made Warcraft and Starcraft, they made the Lost Vikings.
Okay, cool.
So what else do you like about gaming? What do you like about these conventions?
Being in cosplay, of course.
Ooh, cosplay.
Okay.
I see. What are you cosplaying today?
Corona from One Piece. Zombie's good. One Piece! One Piece!
What are you gonna dress up as tomorrow? Is it a surprise?
Banana Man.
Banana Man.
Yeah, from... No?
No? Ooh. Oh.
You're not gonna pick it up for me?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure. Here we go.
Gentleman.
I know, right? Especially when he's forced to. Oh, look, there's Homer Simpson.
No!
Well, thank you, Smikimimi. I guess I'll see you around. She was nice.
Now we get into the fun stuff. Before the convention, I headed over to Divertissement en Folie. Long ago, the pirate collected a lot of music. Prince, David Bowie, I had most of those albums on vinyl form. And I traded those in for a couple of video games. Some today, some in another episode that you'll see. So basically, I got these games for free, or for whatever the vinyls cost me at the time, which was about 20 bucks, because I bought a bunch of them for the equivalent of about 20-30 bucks. I got all these games. Crazy. Let's start off with one that made my childhood. X-Men Children of the Atom, which is quite possibly one of my favorite fighting games ever. It was distributed by Acclaim, but it is a Capcom video game, and I remember playing this in the arcade. I think this is the first arcade game that I've ever played. There was a place called the Madrid, which was a roadside diner, which had inflatable dinosaurs and monster trucks outside, and one of the arcade cabinets that they had in there in the mid-90s was X-Men Children of the Atom, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and now it's mine. This one is rather pricey, so to have it for technically free is still mind-blowing. One game that I didn't really play that much because I kept mixing it up with other games, you know, pre-internet days, is Marvel Super Heroes for the PlayStation as well. Another one of those games that I got for free. But yes, this one is a sequel to X-Men Children of the Atom, where instead of just the X-Men characters, you have a lot of Marvel characters. Spider-Man, Hulk, Captain America, what have you. And of course Wolverine, Psylocke, and some of the other X-Men characters from the previous game. So this one is really cool. It's, again, a fighting game, one-on-one, Capcom fighting game, and yeah, that's it. So then, you have the Marvel fighting games, and you have the Street Fighter fighting games, so what better way to sort of put those together than the precursor of Marvel vs. Capcom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, another game that I got for free. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which is pretty much what it says on the tin. It's a bunch of X-Men versus a bunch of Street Fighter. And then the following year, they released Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't own the original copy of Marvel vs. Capcom, nor was I wise enough to pick up Marvel vs. Capcom Origins, which is another game that's been delisted since then. However, I have a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 somewhere in my collection, but it doesn't have a case. So eventually, I'll probably look for Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2 to complete my collection. But that's it on those particular games. And now, for the best thing that I got today, a complete in-box copy of Marvel Super Heroes War of the Gems, which is a beat-em-up, of all things, starring 5 of the Marvel superheroes, Spider-Man, Captain America, Wolverine, Hulk, and, of course, Iron Man. So yes, these 5 heroes are trying to find the Infinity Gems before Thanos. Sound familiar? Basically, you choose your heroes. and they go into different missions, and it's kind of fun. And you get to fight against bad versions of other characters like Hawkeye and the Vision and Thor and things like that. You get to fight against them, and then you fight against Thanos, and it's really a fun, unique experience. Not to be confused with Captain America and the Avengers, which is a beat 'em up. This is the better game of the two. War of the Gems, and honestly, the soundtrack is killer. It's a Capcom game through and through, and I'm really, really happy to have this in my collection. This one I got for a really good price, so yes, all around good stuff here. Anyways, that was it for a little Marvel special episode. Are you guys gonna go see Endgame? What do you think's gonna happen at the end of the movie? Are you a strong believer of the Thanos theory? Look it up, or rather don't, because it's kinda not safe for work. But anyways, that was it for our Marvel special. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time with an all-new Adventures in Game Chasing Excelsior!